Hello, my name is Hersh.
And I'm Felicia.
And this is the HERShyt Show. A little bit about it, and you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you'll probably cuss at me, but that's alright. I just want to bring to you the realization of what's really going on in this world that a lot of people are afraid to speak on. Enjoy. Welcome to this week's The HERShyt Show with Hersh and Felicia.
Hello.
And this go around, she's gonna start off with, you said a pet peeve?
Yeah, it's a pet peeve of mine. It's okay, well, this is gonna be
I'm gonna be as surprised as y'all, so I don't know.
about snakes.
Oh God. That's her bestie. That's her bestie.
Well, my thing is everybody's like, well, not everybody, but a majority I see is like all snakes are as good as dead. You know, they're like, just kill them. Don't matter.
Yeah, but some snakes keep critters away too. So
Don't be ignorant. You know,
what are the good snakes?
You know, you have your learn the patterns of them. I'm on a Facebook page and like snake, and it helps you identify the venomous ones versus the king snakes versus the rat snakes. Those are so beneficial to have around.
Yeah,
you know, because they kill other venomous snakes. They kill rodents. They kill, you know, and they're so good to have around. And you know, people just like any snake, they're just like kill it.
Everything looks like it's got a diamond head.
It's not even really tight. It's just a pet peeve, and I thought, you know, it just bugged me.
Yeah, but they do keep away like rats and other bad things. They're not going to keep away spiders, of course, but they're going to keep away other things and more or less protect the house. And they're just as hungry as you are, and they're not going to bother you.
No, a lot of people think, oh, no, these snakes do not want to be around you.
Yeah,
they are fleeing from you. You know, whether you realize it or not.
So have you had another recent encounter with snakes? Well, I know the one where your fiance took off running over a little gardener snake or a little.
Oh yeah, there was another one with Andrea too. We were at the park, and she just went. Ah! She squealed and went away, and I'm like, "What is it?" And it was like it was a black. I think it was a black racer.
Yeah,
it was going.
Them things will chase you though.
But it was in the wrong. I mean, we were in its environment. So.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Since we're talking about snakes, how do you feel about people getting pet snakes? Like the boa constrictors, the pythons, you know, the albino boas, stuff like that. And then they get so comfortable with them, they let them like sleep in the bed with them, and then
and then they prey them up for food.
Like, why do you think people even get snakes as pets?
Some people just have a natural like affinity for them. They just like snakes, you know. And I don't care about having one as a pet, but I mean, if you have a big enough enclosure for it, you know, not somewhere small, somewhere where it can actually roam. Yeah, you know, big enough,
because they'll get aggravated.
You know, I mean, think about, would you like to be locked up in a little tiny enclosure?
Some people are used to that though. 3 hots and a cot and a snake.
Well, yeah, that. But I'm just saying, that's true.
You see how I twisted that in there real quick, because there are some snakes in jail right now in human form, but. I get that, because I was one of them individuals, so I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay.
The boys, my godsons and my son, right, they come running in, they was like, you know, Miss Hersh, you know, we found this, and it was a little baby snake, right?
They were bringing you a baby snake?
Yes, in my house, right? And I wasn't thinking, I was like, it's a baby, I'm not worried about it, right? It was dark in my room, because, you know, I keep lights off at all times anyway, I only had the TV going. And I was like, well, that's too small of a little container that you have it in. I'll find something in the morning. Just put it in. Y'all are not going to have it in your room because some shit might get loose. So leave it in here in my room and put it on the dresser. Well, their dad walks in the next day and was like, Hersh, where did this come from? I said, well, the boys brought it in. You know, I was going to find it different. He said, you didn't notice the rattler on the end of it? Little fuckers brought a rattler snake, a baby rattler snake in my house.
And the babies are the worst for venom wise. Like they inject all the venom because they don't know the difference between their food source.
I'm thinking it was a setup. They was trying to possibly put me out.
That would have done it too.
Yeah, that would have done it. Look, they grown now, little fuckers. I could say that now. They set me up for failure. But because them boys knew, but I was that individual, like a king snake, whatever kind of snake, because some of them look similar.
Some of them, that's why I said educate yourself. A lot of them, I noticed the venomous. There's like 6 different species of venomous snakes in Georgia.
Yeah,
I believe, and most of the time their patterns are more prominent.
Yeah,
They're more they're just beautiful patterns. Like they're more vibrant. I don't know. It's really weird, but just educate yourself, because I mean, it's not like some of them look similar, some of them don't.
I'm not gonna say that they're beautiful. I'm not a snake fan, but I do agree. Don't just go out killing snakes like that. I learned after killing a few. I ain't
Like
gonna
we
lie.
had some.
And Hinesville was
We had a
bad.
group come out and put mulch in our flower beds.
Yeah, put lime around your yard.
Yeah, there's stuff you can put like
Put lime
it makes a
around your
barrier.
yard. Don't go buy like Snake Away or that off-brand shit or whatever, because you're gonna end up killing your real pet. You know what I mean? So you got to be very cautious of what you put out. But lime will
And
keep them away.
Well, these people were putting out mulch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we killed this snake, and they were like freaking out about it. And I'm going, I said, no. I said, we don't do that here.
Was it like a king snake?
Yeah, it's a little bitty little baby, and they were in their territory. They weren't bothering nobody. And I'm like, I said, no, we don't do that here.
Okay, so flip that. What about spiders?
I don't kill spiders really, but
you don't?
Not really. I mean, I mean, if it's in the house, I don't want them in my house. But I mean, you know, but if
they're outside doing their thing,
don't bother me. You don't like spiders? Is that
I'm not a fan of spiders. I'm not scared of them. No.
Some people are legit phobias, like
Vicky Lynn, little bitty tree spider. Little bitty. I remember her screaming, and I come running downstairs thinking something was wrong, and it was a little bitty baby ass spider crawling there. She's up on top of the back of the couch. She does not play about spiders. So as kids, we decided.
Oh no.
You know the little bouncy spiders you can get for Halloween that you hit and they pop up?
Mm-hmm.
We put them in front of her bedroom door one morning. We did. We were bad. We was bad. And we put a broom beside the door. But every time she smacked them little bitches,
they start popping up.
Popping up. Yes, she hated us. I think she's gotten better with it. But what would you suggest of people that have a strong phobia with snakes, spiders, any type of critters? What would be?
No, like I said, there's a Facebook page. They're extremely knowledgeable. I mean, you just put on there any snake you see, you can send a picture of it, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's so and so, harmless, non-venomous," and it helps you identify the patterns, what they are. And a lot of people on there have phobias of them, and they got on that page to help themselves, like trying to help them get past it.
Yeah,
and it's
to better understand.
Yeah, the better we fear what we don't understand.
Yes.
And that's a common thing. We fear what we don't understand. So, and this kind of gets you past that fear, I guess, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
It don't mean you got to go out and play with them, but I mean, just be, like go out and catch them. But I mean,
our studio guest is saying, "Fuck that." She's shaking her head. No. So yeah, there are people that are definitely afraid of snakes, but I do agree with that though. You do need to better understand. As far as what you're looking at, I'm not going to just walk up on it and be like, "Let me see, I saw that on Facebook. What kind is it?" Fuck that. No, I'm not doing that. But I do understand learning them because, again, I admit I was that one, kill them all. Kill them all. But then I had to learn, I had to educate myself that some are actually good snakes. And your dad used to catch them and just put them under the house.
Yeah, I was raised up like that. Like my dad would catch king snake, flat racers.
Because he has a fear of...
him and my sister both. I mean, it is like, it's unreal. It's rodents? Like a fear, a phobia of rodents. Like any mouse, mice.
Gerbil,
anything. Like, My dad, he's a manly man, but when it comes to that... and I'm like... Dad, like one day I walked in his room, he was like, he didn't know I was in there. He was like on the side of the bed, and I'm going, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I can't breathe. I can't get my breath." And I'm going, "Okay." So I went and got Mom, and I was like, "There's something wrong with Dad. I don't know. I can't breathe." What it was, he didn't say it because he didn't want to tell me. But what it was,
he was too proud.
they had like there was a mouse or something, and he was
like a little field mouse
hyperventilating
over a field mouse.
Over a little mouse, yeah. So I had to go downstairs. I had to get some stuff, put it in, underneath the house. I had to like go and do everything. And I say, it's okay, I got it. I put it.
It's gone.
Yeah. Now like them. What's the big wolf rats?
Oh, them New York rats.
Woo!
Them up north rats.
We had them growing up.
Woo!
Those are splinters, man.
I got bit by
I
one.
know.
Yeah, that's Splinter.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah.
You got bit by one?
When we lived in the house over, where we grew up on
Yeah.
the road,
Yeah.
me and my brother Angelo, we shared a sofa bed on the couch.
Yeah.
And I felt a sharp pain in the middle of my sleep. I jump up, I look down, and the rat, they be about this big, and they tell me about
Yeah,
this.
their tail's not that long.
Hold on. He said little rat. That's what he said.
Little baby about that big.
Yeah, we grew up there. That's the first rat I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We used to see those.
That's a
Where
possum.
did it bite you at?
It bit my big toe.
Oh!
So I'm hopping, it's trail of blood down the hallway. I'm trying to knock on my parents' door, trying to get them wake up.
Yo,
And,
no.
Yeah. And Angelo got bit too. So we both got bit by it. And then my dad, I remember him with a shotgun, put a chair in the kitchen, and he's sitting waiting. And my mom
That's my dad.
And my mom, Amber, you gonna kill them babies? You gonna shoot them babies? Don't shoot that gun in my house. But it was a whole episode. And then the next day, my dad pours gas down the hole around the back porch and everything, and lights it up. You just see these rats coming out the other end with fire on. Like it was crazy. That's how he got rid of them.
Let's light your house on fire, be alright.
You see memes like that and gifts like that, and be like, saw a spider. Spider's gone.
Because it's really hard to believe.
If there's one, there's more.
No things, they scary though. But so I have the same reaction as your dad to mice and rodents. The first reaction to me is to scream and get on top of something.
Yeah.
After that, I'm cool. I don't have a phobia. So once I deal with it, I can get down and take care of it.
Yeah, you can do it
That
like
first
face it.
initial, I might beat y'all on top of something.
He's gonna be up here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where can I get on top of it. I'm
Look,
supposed to take care
Here we go.
I mean, that's understandable though. You was bit, like harshly bit. He thought you was a
Well,
tender
they
piece.
carry like some diseases though.
They do.
Like,
They do.
There
They carry
was
disease.
no hospital back then. There was no hospital. My dad do this thing where
when we grew up, it was like, you be alright. Okay.
But as much as our parents wanted to live in the country, like they moved me out the city. So y'all know I wasn't ready for none of this shit in Paulding County. They moved us out the city and put us in the country, and I was like, I got stung by a scorpion.
Yep.
I did not know that Georgia had scorpions until because I lived in the basement area. I had just moved my stuff down in the basement. I had a pallet on the floor.
My mother got stung by one. It was about that big.
And we had a dog that was going into labor or some shit downstairs. I guess she made it downstairs into the basement area where I was at. It was like a little bonus room, but not finished. So they come running downstairs to figure out if the dog had the puppies or whatever. And I was just like, man, whatever. And I rolled over and stuck my hand under the pillow, and I felt it. I still have a scar to this day from this shit.
Damn.
And it felt like a bee sting.
Mm-hmm.
And I jumped up and looked and flipped it, and I was like, is that a scorpion? Like,
wow.
In
I don't
Georgia.
know how big they get in Georgia, but the ones
But they're not poisonous in Georgia.
Here, they're like,
I've seen them in Georgia.
I don't know if they were babies, but it was about that
Yeah,
big.
it was about that
My
big.
mother had one in the laundry one time, and it was like,
They with their little tail.
it nipped her.
In Georgia.
Yeah.
Vicky Lynn did call animal control. I was surprised she called animal control because usually she'd try to patch me up. But she obviously never seen a scorpion either. She's from West Virginia. You know what I mean? She probably seen a lot of rats and a lot of spiders and snakes, but no. Mm-mm. So she called them, and the animal control told her that they're not poisonous. Let me refrain. This was back in the late 80s, early 90s. So I don't know if they are poisonous now. So you need to do your research.
Yeah, they might have mutated, and who knows?
And
they
then-
done mutated and became something else. We don't know.
But as many people that moved to Atlanta, into Metro Atlanta, there ain't no telling what the hell they done brought back with them. Somebody probably bought a camel spider with them. Some. Have you ever seen a camel spider? Boss man, you're going to have to look up a camel spider.
That's a big.
Them shits get huge. And they will look, and they ain't got no fear. They'll him up
In
like
America?
like a
Man,
mongoose.
I'm gonna get one, put it on a leash, walk around. Hey y'all.
No, the hell you won't. You will not put a leash on a camel spider. Them jokers hold no fear, and they will raise up on their back legs and chase you. Like, yeah, they don't play. So what they do is they're called camel spiders because they latch on and they shoot like Novocaine. It's a numbing venom kind of thing.
Oh
and
dang,
they
I
chew.
got it. Can you hit the spot back here? Look. Hey, hey.
And they chew.
Damn.
They chew.
They don't
Yes.
bite, they chew.
They chew. They shoot like the Novocaine. It's like a numbing kind of.
So they numb you and then they like eat
And
you
they
up.
chew your ass up. Yes. Yes. We had a soldier in Iraq, that poor little joker, when they was doing night patrols or whatever. He came back the next morning, had this big ass lip. And I was, the fuck happened to you? Apparently he was in the turret and he had dozed off. Night shift, right? And he woke up, he felt something like kind of whiskered his nostril hair or some shit. And he did this number, and it was a little baby camel spider that latched onto his lips, so you could see the hole where, yes, buddy, look up camel spiders. Whoop. I don't know if they've been brought back to the United States, and I really hope they have not. But hell, even the cats over there will fight you. Them cats are feral. Yeah.
They're trying to survive.
Listen, them things mean as hell. We even had like little desert mice, like little bitty mice, and it looked like Elmer Fudd or Tom and Jerry, a whole bunch of grown ass men with a little BB gun
Alvin and Chipmunk.
trying to find it in their barracks, because your barracks walls are like this damn thin. Like the bee huts we lived in, there's nothing but plywood thrown up. Thank you, CBs. But they would throw it up, and all it is a piece of plywood with, whatever, with some 4x4s and all that stuff, and you get a little field mouse in there, and at night that's all you hear. So they was going stir crazy. Somebody ordered a BB gun. It was better than an M4 or M16 going after it, but yeah, that shit was hilarious watching grown ass men. Copperheads, rattlers, doggone, there's not really any friendly snakes over that way. But there are friendly snakes in Georgia, and you just need to leave them alone and stay out of their area.
The venomous ones are, you have your diamondback rattler, you have your timber rattler, you have your...
Is it cottonmouth? What is it?
Water moccasin, cottonmouth, same thing. And then you have...
The black racers, are they venomous?
Mm-mm.
They'll chase the shit out of you and scare you, though. We got chased by a few of them in the creeks.
Yeah, they are fast. They're real long, like they're extremely long.
Do not run straight. Just whatever you do, don't run straight.
And a lot of the water snakes, like if you're not familiar with the patterns or whatever, they do look like, they can be a venomous.
Well, if you see anything doing this coming up and you're on the water, your ass is going to get a little shook. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, but a lot of them are not, they look similar, but they're not. They're so good for the environment.
What are all the water type snakes? Because, people are going to lakes these days.
You got banded water snakes. There's several different types. I mean, there's different types of water snakes. You got the banded ones, and you got the brown water snake. You get different ones.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, and they kind of all look the same in a sense, but there's certain ones with certain patterns. And you would think, if you're not familiar with it, you'd be like, oh, God, that's a cottonmouth, or a water moccasin, but...
I know gardener snakes. That's what I know.
But no, they're so good to have around. And it's like, people, have I killed a snake before? Yes, when I was younger, because my nephew was playing in the creek area.
Yeah.
And there was I think it was a copperhead, and it kept coming in that area, and I had no choice but to do that.
Yeah, to protect him.
But other than that, I don't. Even venomous ones, I still don't. I'm like, just go about your way.
Go about your little business.
I'm like, go on now. So they're beneficial. I mean, they're here for a reason too,
Yeah.
But if it's like, around your kids or something like that, or around your animal, I get it,
Yeah, I've had, some of my dogs got bit in my backyard. I think that's pretty much what struck me. Every snake I see, I'm going to kill it.
People say copperheads are, a lot of the adult snakes do dry bites.
If you get bit, what would be the best thing to do if it's a poisonous snake? You've been bitten by a poisonous snake, dear. What would be like the first response or the best medical care, quick care you can give until you get? How long do you have to get to
It depends
hospital.
on what snake it is. Like you have your diamondback rattlers. I think they're either that one or they're extremely venomous. Like we probably don't have much time with them. But like, copperheads, let's say people say, oh, well, a lot of people don't die from it. Well, when you're autoimmune and have, issues already.
Yeah, you may die.
That's why I have so many issues because, it was like, because I'm already autoimmune and it just flared it up. I mean, like, I've had issues ever since then. Stuff that I need. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? What's happening to me now?
The snake woke it up.
Oh yeah. The venom just ravaged my body. Because I got bit by a baby's copperhead, and like I said, it got bit right here, and it injected everything in there, and it felt like a briar.
Yeah. Like you just got plucked by something.
But what do I recommend? Try your best to stay calm.
Yes.
If you can, because that'll raise your blood pressure, and then that makes the venom go faster.
Aren't you supposed to tie off?
They don't recommend that anymore, I don't think, or cut it. They used to do that.
Suck it out. Suck
out
the venom.
That, but
I'm not sucking on nothing after you get
I know. I tried that. I was sitting there tying off my finger, and I was cutting it with a little razor. I was doing all kinds of stuff.
It's supposed to slow it down into your bloodstream, though.
Well, that's what I was working on. I just went in the bathroom. I was like, nobody knows I'm in here. And I was slicing it, and I was like pushing it, and But
why the hell didn't you just go straight to medical?
I did after the fact. Everything started swelling, and I was like, well, maybe I should go. Because I didn't know about, the baby snakes.
Yeah.
Were worse. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, it's just a baby. It'd be all right. I thought I just got...
But it's like the granddaddy longleg is the most poisonous.
That's fascinating to me.
That little thing ain't though. We used to play with, just move it.
Yeah, them little legs. They got a tiny body about that big. They're the most venomous.
Yeah, they're the most venomous spiders. She says snakes, but spiders.
Spiders, excuse me. But they can't.
They can't do shit.
They can't inject it or anything.
Too small or something?
Something like that.
They're like this. Their body is only like this big. It looks like the size
like a little
of a
pimple.
tick.
Like a little pimple.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little baby
big
tick
old
with long
legs.
ass hair as legs. That's.
I
mean, I'm not gonna run up on a. You see people that
I've seen them all my life. Yeah.
They run up and hit the bed of them, and they just go everywhere.
Woo,
Now that I would not do. I'd go up with a vacuum cleaner with a suck them up. But black widows. Black widows, you got to be careful for. But them big ass fruits, they're like fruit spiders. They're real banana spiders.
Oh, the ones that they build the web.
They're huge. People get so afraid of it. They're don't bother them.
No,
the banana spiders, don't bother the banana spiders.
No,
they're
there's
not
a web like outside. I love the web. I think they're gorgeous. So I just might have to.
Vicky Lynn actually ain't afraid of those. She loves those. She even names them when they come by her door, like every year at the same time.
That's Eric. Don't touch him.
Yeah, that's Anna Mae. Leave her alone. I'm like,
that's Uncle Eric.
Because when I first came out the door and saw the bitch, I was like, look, burn the house down. Because she was like this long, with the legs spread out or whatever, because they just sit there in a little chill pattern. And she was looking at me, looking at her, looking back at me, and she was just like, morning. And here my mama yelling in her house, don't you mess with Anna Mae. And I'm sitting there looking back like, y'all, look, I'm going out the other door. I went the opposite way. But yeah, don't mess with tree spiders.
And one thing they tell you, like if you do get bit,
tree spiders don't even bother you. They're just annoying as hell. They'll come through your vent. If you have trees like close up on your house,
I do.
They used to pop through the vent. We'd be sitting there watching TV and want to just drop from the vent. And I'm like, the fuck? Now they gotta die. You came in my house, you gotta die. That's burglar territory.
Get it back.
No, that's slap shit. Yeah, I don't play about no spiders.
But they said that
if you're uninvited, you're getting dealt with, people and critters alike.
I second that on some things.
Yeah.
But there's one thing they recommend if you do get bit, and if you can, if the snake's still present or around or whatever, take a picture of it. That way they'll know what type they're dealing with, if you need the anti-venom or not.
Face looking like this. Well, let me get a picture.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was like, what was so bad about the one that I got bit? my friend zoomed in on it.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was like an anaconda. It done killed me. I mean, it was a copperhead. There's a little baby about that big, but it looked like an anaconda or something. And because she sent it to her husband, because I got bit on her property or whatever. And she was like, oh my God, I got bit. I'm going to send it to him. And he's like, God almighty. I mean, it looked like it was, I was like, good God, it's not even that big, but it looked like I done got swallowed whole by this anaconda. And like, he was out of town, out of state. And he's like, oh my God.
Because she zoomed in so close.
Yes, and it looked like it was the biggest snake on earth. And he's like, and he's terrified of snakes, like terrified. He's like,
you got to burn the whole property.
Oh, he's like, I'm going to burn the whole woods down. But I got so tickled. I was like, it's not even that big.
But that's even like with raccoons or possums and stuff like that. Don't try to trap them.
Oh, we got raccoons. We got possums. We got one that comes up and I feed them.
We had a pet possum. My dad, I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I guess the mom got hit or something, but she was still giving. She was actually giving birth at the time.
Aww.
So she chose the wrong spot to go into labor. And she ended up getting hit, but like a couple of them kind of come crawling out, survive. And my dad, of course, the hardest man on earth, but loved critters. So he brought it. Yeah, we had a little pet possum for a while. We had a pet raccoon named Sheba. She thought she was a chihuahua. Scared the shit out of me trying to go to the bathroom, not realizing we had a raccoon in the house.
I love it.
Yes. My mama's actually got pictures of her and my niece curled up. Like a dog behind.
Don't they kill a bunch of ticks? Don't they
kill
ticks?
Yes.
They're really beneficial to have.
Yes.
Yeah, we have, I take my scraps and put it in a certain spot, scraps, and this little raccoon comes up the creek. He comes up, he's up there eating like a little squirrel. I'm like, I'll feed you in a minute, Earl. I got you.
Oh, you done named him?
Yeah, it's Earl. His name the raccoon. Oh, I got creatures everywhere. I had a snapping turtle the other day.
She is Ellie Mae.
Yeah.
Ellie Mae Clampett. Yes.
Ain't that make sense?
Yes, Ellie Mae Clampett. Yes, indeed. Does everything and got critters. Yes, indeed. I can see it. But definitely make sure because God made the creatures for a reason, right? Some for bad, but some are, for good or whatever. And just around your property, check. But
get a water hose, squirt them off. They'll just go on a merry way. They are not chasing you. They are not coming for you. They don't want to be around humans. Period. To be honest with you.
Well, some are actually, because we're so spread out now and we're taking over their territory.
Exactly.
Critters, they are getting used to humans. Like you have some where deer will walk up to your back door and feed them and stuff like that. Don't be cruel to animals. Animals cannot really protect themselves the way that humans can. So that shows a lot. Ain't that how serial killers get started? They start killing animals. So that does tell a lot more about you.
That is a pattern. That is one of the patterns.
Yeah, it tells a lot more about you than it does.
I mean, I know people that just shoot cats for the fun of it.
That is retarded to me.
Literally,
I'm sorry.
shoot cats.
Not politically correct. You are extremely touched for doing that. I can't say.
The cat didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah.
You just shoot them.
Don't be cruel to animals, man. And if you are, then, karma's a bitch. Nature has a way of coming back around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that was my little topic.
Her pet peeve. Don't just kill all the snakes. Learn the animals. Learn, just study up on it. It don't take all day.
You'll be amazed. You'll get to where, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I know what that is. Okay. Yeah. And you'll start to face that fear of it.
Yeah. I mean, you might not get rid of the whole fear. You might jump a little bit and then be
free. I have a healthy fear of snakes. You know what I mean? Not like I want to go run and play with them, but I mean, I have a healthy fear of it.
Yeah, because that is some white people shit to just run up and...
Yeah, white people shit. Totally white people shit.
As Justin said, I'm not that white. I'm not that white girl. I am not just going to go and run up and try to figure out about the aminals. The aminals. I'm not touching them. Not going to do it. But go ahead with the outro, dear. What is your website? Make sure y'all check out Two Feather Sage.
www.twofeathersage.com.
And check out on Instagram. She also has Vintage 79.
Yeah, on Etsy.
On Etsy as well.
And then Two Feather Sage on Etsy. I have a hat shop too, but I don't keep up with it right now. I'll get to that later.
Yeah. But until next time, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, 8robinsons.tv, and all the other good shit. Bye.
Be sure to log on to youtube.com and subscribe to the HERShyt Show at TheherShytShow.